If you're looking for peace of mind while doing your resin 3D printing, then maybe you should think about getting one of these. I'm going to go through what it is in this video, so let's get to it. I just wanted to quickly talk about volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. They're invisible gases released from certain solids and liquids. While they might not seem dangerous at first, long-term exposure can lead to headaches, dizziness, respiratory issues, and even serious health risks. Now, the H13 true HEPA and resin filter detoxifies the filter. So not only does it bring in the particles, it also breaks them down and eliminates 99.97% of 0.3 micron particles. It absorbs and detoxifies its epoxy resin fumes, so there's no secondary pollution. Okay, so let's have a look and see exactly what we get in the box from Resiners Purifier. So the first thing you get there is the user manual. And then we have the power adapter, which is just a simple, obviously I'm in the UK, so I get the UK version plug there. And then, bigger than I expected, we have the actual unit. So there we have the unit there. It's quite large for what it is. I suppose it has to be quite big because it's got a big job to do. The VOC sensor detects alcohol gas. Better avoid long exposure to high alcohol environments. Okay, well, be okay in here. So you twist to take it off. There we go. That comes off, and there we have the filter. The special thing about this filter is it draws the air in, and instead of just filtering the air, it breaks down the VOCs. So it has a multi-layer. This side must face upward. So we pop that into there. It's really easy. And then underneath we have this cable, which needs to be plugged into that port right there. Just do that. And then we align these parts up here. There's a white arrow, and this is where you align everything up and twist. And that is it. Very nice, very easy to put together. Now let's get this thing turned on, shall we? So just to show you, we have a resin print on the go at the moment on the Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra, which is currently at 7%. And I wanted to show you, so in a working environment, what it's like when you first turn this thing on. So let's do that. Take the sticker off. And now we're turning it on for the first time. The unit lights up green, as we can see. Gives you a lifetime cycle of the filter. So it lets you know when you need to change that filter up. It's going to calculate how many VOCs there are in the air right now. Also gives me a readout of how much humidity there is in this, which is obviously going to come in handy for us when we use, because we use PLA and filament, etc. in here. Gives you a readout of the actual temperature as well. So just going over the front of the unit, it has a couple of touch buttons here. One to change from Fahrenheit to centigrade. This one here changes the actual speed of the fan from sort of quiet to medium to quite loud. And then we've got the auto button, which is the feature that I'll probably just keep this on. So it just continually senses the air and obviously as and when it kicks in and at what sort of speed the fan needs to be will be determined by the actual unit itself. We can also set a timer, so if we know we're going to be in a space where we'll only need to use this at a certain amount of time, then we can do that as well. And then this is just the on and off button. So it took about a minute to actually get a gauge of the air quality within this cabin, and it's telling me that is 0.054 milligrams per meters cubed, which is yeah, what I expected. We've only got the printer going at the moment. I haven't actually opened up any other resin, and we haven't been messing about with any IPA yet. But let's have a play about and see if things start to pick up. The first thing I'm going to do is obviously put some PPE on. Obviously, on that note, these things do not replace PPE, guys. Remember to always wear PPE, wear your face masks, wear your gloves. Make sure that you're always covered up. When we're messing about with these things, we're not all 100% sure whether or not we are going to, we're going to react or have any issues with the VOCs. So the cleaner the air, the happier we are. Let's try opening up some IPA and see how that goes, shall we? First things first, I'm going to put on my face mask.
So a little voiceover here because I couldn't talk, I had the mask on. But as you can see, the meter is reading 9.999 on the TVOC, which is extremely harmful. The indicator also turns red as well, so that's a visual clue that you should definitely be wearing a face mask.
So is this thing a necessity like PPE is? I'll probably say it's not a necessity, but it certainly gives me peace of mind having it there. When it does kick in, you realise just how much harmful stuff is around. So it's now the next day, and I've left the purifier on for a good 10 hours, I would say. There's been a print going on, which is now actually finished. For those that want to know, I printed off this fantastic detailed Predator bust, which I'm absolutely amazed with and will be painting up soon. And yeah, the first thing I noticed when coming in here was the smell. Normally, when the resin printer's been going for quite a while, you can come in and you're instantly hit with that pungent smell of the resin itself. But this morning, I can honestly say that that was barely noticeable, which is 1+ for me. Also, as you can see, it's now reading 0.0 on the TVOC readout, which tells me that this space is now, safe, which I'm quite happy with as well. So moving forward, I think I'll have this on whilst working in here, and it'll definitely give me, like I say, that extra peace of mind. If this video has been interesting to you, then please consider subscribing to the channel, and obviously if you could give us a thumbs up, that would be amazing as well. It really helps the algorithm and gets the video pushed out there. If you do want to buy one of these, then I will stick a link in the description below. That link is an affiliate link, I must disclose that. It doesn't actually cost you anything to use it, but it gives me a small kickback, which helps to make more content like this. So until next time, guys, happy making, and I'll see you later.